after the lunch, and this is day number 2, session number 3. In the morning, we had design thinking approaches from Vijay sir of NVIDIA. Then we had design thinking resources from Murli sir, again from NVIDIA. Now you will get a VIT flavor, okay? Because I am always from VIT, and the person who will be here now talking about after design thinking approaches, design thinking resources, now about design thinking processes is Dr. Prabir Chandra Padhi. Prabir, thank you for accepting my invite, and we are privileged to have you. I'll just introduce Prabir the way I want him to be introduced. Prabir is a good human being. Prabir is a good human being because he not only makes sure that a lot of people can work together and form a collaborative community of educators and researchers, but he also makes sure that engaging the students outside the classroom, engaging teachers inside the classroom together, teaching courses, researching on topics, writing book chapters together, all these happens. He has completed his engineering degree in electronics and telecommunication. He has a master's in business administration in organization behavior and HRM. The only problem I see in him is he does not settle with one-time permanent head damage. That is PhD, permanent head damage. He has done 2 PhD. One is in compensation management and the second one is on entrepreneurship. So I don't know how many of us in this forum have 2 PhDs. I struggled a lot to get 1 PhD. He is a certified entrepreneurship coach. He is having more than 12 years of experience in teaching, research, corporate training, and consultancy. He has published more than 30 research articles in the Journal of National and International Repute. So here is Dr. Prabir Chandra Padhi. He will be the person who will be interacting with you on design thinking process. The only liberty I want is he will be himself guiding the session. He wants to stop when, then engages with you in question answer is his choice. Prabir, 2:30
Yes,
or 2:35 it starts. You can
Yes,
take
yes.
up to definitely your choice, but give them, they have lot of questions. They will not leave you with simple, loose balls. They will have lot of body line series also. But
Most
you will
welcome,
really
sir.
enjoy. And they are all
Sir,
teachers,
yes.
but they are really good learners. So
Sir.
Prabir, you take it off from here. We will meet after the FDP gets over at 4 o'clock or beyond that. Thank you, Prabir. The virtual floor of the session is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am audible.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's clear, sir.
Okay. PPT is visual to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
you
sir.
can see.
Yes,
It is
sir. It
clear.
is visible.
And
Again,
during
that block is appearing at the bottom.
block is appearing in the bottom. Now, is it clear?
No, sir.
Yeah, it's
No,
fine.
sir. Block
yeah,
is
no.
already
Fine, sir.
block is in
Now the
upper
block
side.
is at
Block is at the upper side now.
upper portion.
Upper side now. Just a- now.
Yeah, now
is it
it's
clear?
okay.
Okay.
What is
Thank you.
appeared? Clear, sir.
And during the session, if you have any question, then please ask. If any further clarification is required, more explanation required on any point, then please ask. It's my pleasure. Already yesterday your classes started and so many sessions. Probably yesterday 2 sessions and today also 2 sessions already over. This is the 5th session of this FDP. Now you almost know, you have the idea about the design thinking, and the learned resource persons already provide their opinions about the design thinking. My topic is design thinking process. In the design thinking process, we can say design thinking is a human-centered, collaborative approach to the problem solving that is creative, iterative, and practical. First, I'm saying that it is a human-centered because it develops the solution to problems by involving the human perspective in all steps of the problem-solving process. Therefore, it is human-centered. Second point is the collaborative approach because most problems are too complex for one person. Multiple perspective skills, disciplines, experience, and knowledge is the key to solve the problems. Therefore, it is a collaborative approach to solving that is creative. Means it involves some kind of innovation, therefore it is creative. Then the iterative means it is the repetitive process is there and practical. Then design thinking. It is a design methodology that provides a solution-based approach to solving the problem. There are two approaches are there. One is the problem-based approach and another one is the solution-based approach. Those persons who have possessed the positive approach, they can find out the solution in all the problems, and if the persons have possessed the negative attitudes, then they can find out the problem in all the solutions. In all the opportunity, they have find out the problem. If the approach is approach or if the attitude is negative. Uh, in attitude generally, there are three types of attitudes are there: positive, negative, neutral. In the organization, if the employees are possessing the positive attitude, then that is a good sign obviously. It is extremely useful in tackling the complex problems that are ill-defined or unknown. Means in tackling the complex problem, it is helpful. And understanding the human needs involved means here we are not going to put anything on the on customers that we have manufactured this thing, therefore please purchase. Here we are trying to understand what is the need of the human beings, reframing the problems here in the human centric ways by creating the many ideas in the brainstorming sessions and by adopting a hand-on approach in the prototyping and testing, in both the things, prototyping and testing.
Sir, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Can you please convert your PPT into presentation mode
Okay.
so that it will be full screen and properly visible.
Okay. Just.
Sir, you can go to slideshow.
Slideshow and
Actually, in my system, some problem is there. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is visible now.
Okay.
Or you
Means,
can double click on home. Double click on home button.
please adjust with that. Some problem is there in my laptop. After this session, I'm going to.
No, sir, you can go to home button. This home button, uppermost home button, and you can just double click so that this tool will be out. Yeah, double click over there only.
Sir, can you please go to the previous slide?
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Means, is it visible or not? My point is that if it is visible, means comfortable for you, then we can continue with this.
It is visible, sir.
Visible, no? Okay. Thank you. If you have any doubt, then please ask me. My voice is clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Thank you very much. Then, by creating the many ideas in the brainstorming session, in design thinking, we are creating many ideas in the brainstorming session. In design thinking, we are creating many ideas in the brainstorming session. In design thinking, we are creating many ideas in the brainstorming session. In design thinking, we are creating many ideas in the brainstorming session. And adopting a hands-on approach in the prototyping and testing mode. Probably till now you are getting the idea of what is the prototyping and testing. And in this session also we are going to discuss more about the prototyping and testing also. It is from to making people want things, from to making things people want. That is the difference. Means making people want things means online marketing and digital advertisement of things are there. What are the needs of the people? We are going to making people want things. We are producing that type of product here. But in the two making people's want, you are designing the digital service and products here. Means here you can say that design thinking takes us from making people want things to making things that people want. I will give you an example. Our grandfathers or our great grandfathers did not know what is the beverage drink like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, etc. They were happy drinking the buttermilk or lassi. But Coca-Cola produces its own product, that is a beverage drink, and persuade the people to want that product. Nowadays, it is popular beverage drink in the marketplace. It is not necessary for the Coca-Cola. It causes the health hazards in few cases also. Still, people enjoying the drinking it, and everyone is knowing that what are the hazardness is there, what are the negative points are there. After that also people are affording them. This is an example of the making people want things. And here the producer produces a product and motivate the user to like this thing. And I also inform you that it is a design thinking is a iterative process. Iterative in the sense this process occur in a continuous cycle. Means it is repetitive, because when one step in the process fails, then the design thinker has to go back to the previous step or to the first step as required and find out what is the root cause of the problem here. But design thinker is about making the things that people want. Means delighting the users with the product is more important than earning the profit. Means here, obviously, in the business place, there are three pillars of the business is there, and the first pillar of the business is profit maximization. If anyone is saying that I am doing the business but not for the profit, that means that person is not doing the business. That person is doing the social welfare activities. That person is doing the social welfare activities. First pillar is the profit maximization. Second one is the customer satisfaction. But as per the words of the Philip Kotler, father of the marketing management, it is quite impossible for any company to satisfy all the customer. But the company have to take the step continuously to delight them. Means company cannot surrender that I cannot satisfy the customer, therefore I'm not also going to take that attempt. Then third one is the means customer satisfaction is required because you cannot earn the profit in the long run. In the short run you may earn the profit, but to earn the profit in the long run, it is compulsory for the organization to satisfy the customers. And third pillar is the CSR activities, corporate social responsibilities activities. Here we can draw the difference between the selling thinking to marketing thinking and design thinking. In selling, the seller cares about the profit, not the customer satisfaction. Means in the selling concept, in the organization they first produce the product, then going to the marketplace to push selling. For the push selling, they approach the customer that we already manufacture this product, therefore please purchase this product. In the marketing, the marketer cares about the customer satisfaction as well as the profit. Means both the parts are important from the marketing manager point of view. But in the case of the design thinking, satisfaction of the customer is the biggest reward, and above all, because in the design thinking product is made according to the end of the user rather than their wants or demand. Those things are secondary. Here there is only one motive is there to satisfy the customer. Then the design thinking process.
I have a question. Will you please give the example once more of the making things people want?
Yes, sir. Please again.
Will you please once more give the example of making things people want? The first, making people want things with Coca-Cola, you told is absolutely. But I want the example once more of the second type, that is how the making things people want.
Okay. Means here you have to, it is important for you to identify that what is the need of the marketplace. if we are directly going to ask the persons that what you are require, then they may not able to give the correct answer what they need. Means I already give this example. Means our grandfathers or great grandfathers, they only use the milk or lassi, buttermilks or lassi as drink. They are not uses any beverages like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, those things. But Coca-Cola, when Coca-Cola is first time produced the product, it produces product that is the beverage and drink and persuade the people to want that product. Nowadays, we are also knowing that in Coca-Cola products, there are certain negative elements are there, and it causes the health hazard. In few cases, we are knowing everything, but after that also we are enjoying that thing. When the things are not available in the marketplace, we are not able to feel that thing is required in the marketplace. But the design thinkers are able to realize the need. When telephone is not available, then no one is realize the need of the telephone in those days. But Graham Bell feel the necessity of the telephone. Then after that, when the telephone is available, the need of the mobiles are not realized. Like that, the design thinkers, those person who have possessed the different perception, they are known as the design thinker. In my point of view, one question to all of you. In this session, any person is mad? Are you mad? Please, there is a hand raise option is there. Please choose that if any participant is mad.
It depends on the perception.
Okay. I am knowing that you are the senior, you are the professors, but I am taking the sessions.
Sir,
Yes,
because
sir. Please continue.
Sir, we are confused.
So if you look at a mad
Okay.
person, we feel him as a mad, and if he, in his perspective, we are mad.
Sir.
That
Okay. Means you all assume that you are the normal persons. How sad! It is really very bad because you are not mad. The point is that we all are marking that the apple is fall from the tree to the the apple or any other fruit is falling from the tree to ground. But have you done any experiment upon that? No, never. We are not doing any experiment upon that because we are the normal human being. But who is the abnormal person? Isaac Newton. Find out the gravitational force G, 9.8 meter per second square. And we all have marked that the water color of the ocean is blue. But have you done any experiment upon that? No, never, because we are thinking that we are the normal person. But C.V. Raman is doing the experiment upon that, and for the Raman effect getting the Nobel Prize in chemistry. Similarly, if you are going to throw the stone on the water level, then you can find out that the water level is going to vibrate. But we are not doing any experiment upon that. But Marconi is doing and find out the wavelength lambda. All those things means if you are starting from the Graham Bell to Wright brothers, their perceptions are different, and design thinkers have possessed that perception. They are not before making the aeroplane, Wright brothers are not asking, not doing the market research or not taking the survey or not asking anyone that you are requiring the aeroplane or not. The same case is there in the case of the Thomas Edison or in the case of the Marconi. They are not asked anyone that you are required the electric bulb or not, you are required the television or not. John Baird is not asking those things. Means they are simply in the case of the design thinking, making things people want. That is known as the design thinking case. There is three concepts are there. One is the selling concept, one is the marketing concept, and another one is the design thinking concept. In the selling concept, the seller first manufactures the product, then going to the marketplace to sell that product. That is known as the selling concept. Means, for example, suppose the seller is first manufacturing this pen, then going to the producer producing this pen, then going to the marketplace to sell that pen in the marketplace. That is known as the push selling. I already prepared this product, therefore please purchase this product. But in the case of the marketing, here they try to first know that what is the need of the marketplace, and according to that they are going to manufacture the product. In the selling concept, it is profit oriented, but in the marketing concept, it is both the things are important. Profit is important, at the same time the satisfaction of the customers are important. And design thinking is step ahead than the marketing thinking. In the design thinking, satisfaction of the customer is the biggest reward, and above all, because in design thinking, product is made according to the need of the user, not according to the what is their want or what is their demand. Those things are not matter here. Here that what is need. Number of times our need is different and our want or demands are different. For example, um, uh, yes, anyone can please answer that. What is your need? Anyone please answer, any sir or madam? You need this thing. Obviously, human being isn't wanting animal. There are so many wants are there, so many needs are there. Okay. Suppose if you are saying that, yes, anyone please? Neetu madam, you want to
Yeah,
answer?
need can be psychological or biological, any kind of need which is going, we are just deprived of something
Yes.
and we are feeling that is called as a need, and if that becomes specific, then it becomes a want.
Yes, madam.
Specifically, if we choose something to remove that deprivation, either it is psychological, biological, any kind of
Correct, ma'am.
deprivation which we are in hunger.
Yes. Means in the need, we can say that there are certain primary needs are there and there are certain secondary needs are there. Suppose I am saying that I want to take the dinner in the White House, or to means I want to ride a Ferrari car or BMW car. Then that means I can say that that is my want, but I cannot say that that is my need. In the need, we can say the need is the combination of if I want that thing and if I am ready to afford that thing, means my pocket is giving the permission to afford that thing or not, and at the same time the willingness is there or not. Means in the design thinking, we are trying to identify the what is the need of the marketplace, society, and according to that, if you are going to design the product. Clear, sir? We can go to the next slide. The design thinking process now. In the design thinking process is not start with the users or clients or customers or stakeholders or borrowers or lenders. Means here everything is people centric. Here means we are going to people centric, means we can say design thinker process does not start with user, clients, customer, stakeholder, borrowers or lenders. Start with the people only, or the users for whom the product will be made. That's why we say that design thinking is human center, not the client center or the customer center or stakeholder center. It is only people center, the design thinking approach is. Then design thinking comprises of mindset and modes. Mindset requires to become a design thinker, and the mode involves or the process of the design thinking. Then mindset required in the design thinking. Design thinking is empathy is required. So don't tell, experiment, mindfulness, action oriented, collaboration. These things are there. Means in the empathy, we can say a design thinker must be able to relate to the user's problem. He should be able to feel the issue what is the user is having. That is known as the empathy. A step ahead than sympathy. So don't tell that design thinker always believes in showing the things in its concentrate form rather than making big promises and doing nothing. That is in so don't tell, means try to show the things never means promise so many things and not able to deliver at the right time. Then experiment. Here, design thinker must be lover of experiment and must be optimistic or a positive thinker. Positive thinking is first needed for the design thinker and should not afraid of failures. Always remember that failure. Previously, we are saying that failure is the pillar of the success, but nowadays we are saying that failure is the highway to success. And every success is based upon few mistakes. When the mistakes are happen, it is really very painful, but years later collection of mistake is known as the experience, and probably your last mistake is your best teacher. Then mindfulness. Design thinkers should be attentive to the user's problem and should involve its own judgment while interacting with the users. And that is known as the mindfulness. And in action oriented, we can say design thinkers should be willing to take the practical action to deal with a problem or situation. Then the collaboration, as I have already told you in the definition of the design thinking, most problems are too complex for one person to solve. So if we can make use of the multiple persons' skills, disciplines, experience, and knowledge, then problems can be solved very easily. Therefore, it is in the collaborative ways. Means previously there is a saying is that behind every successful man there is a woman. Are you agree with that?
So can you adjust your camera a bit? I can't see you. I mean, it's just yes. Now it's fine.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. There is a saying is that behind every successful man there is a woman. Are you agree with that? No one is agree with that? Yes, obviously there is a saying that behind every successful man there is a woman, or behind every successful woman there is a man. But nowadays we are saying that behind, if suppose obviously today Mukesh Ambani is a successful person, and behind the successful of Mukesh Ambani there are number of persons contribution is there. But we can say the contribution of Reliance team is more as compared to any specific individual person. Therefore, nowadays we are seeing that behind every successful man there is a team is there, and behind every successful woman also there is a team is there. And in design thinking also the same thing is applicable. It is a collaboration is required for that thing. Then now I am coming to the design thinking process or modes. The process typically boils down to the following 5 steps. First step is the emphasize, then define, then ideate, then prototype, then test. The method of Stephen in the deep belief that the end user should be at the heart of decision making. The benefits of the design thinking is that through empathy for your consumer or user, you are able to create the products and experiments that truly help the people and even change their lives also. Now the first step, emphasis. Emphasis means anyone from this group, what is the difference in between the sympathy and empathy? Anyone want to answer?
Sir, in sympathy, we are just helping that person, but when we are empathizing, we are really entering into that condition or understanding why that person is in that condition, and then realizing what the problem is as well as helping.
Sir, into the
Empathy
shoes of other person.
Yes, sir.
It is the same thing.
Into the shoes of other person. Yeah, as ma'am said, it is into the shoes of other person.
Yeah, same thing.
Yes. Right, sir. That is the sympathy. That is the empathy. Therefore, in the design thinking, it is required empathy. When you feel that the person is feeling and can mirror their expression, their opinions, and their hopes, deep understanding of the problems and realities of the people you are designing for. That is the empathize. And why it is required to discover the people's explicit and implicit needs. There are two types of needs are there. One is the external needs are there and internal needs are there. So that you can meet them through your design solution. If you are not deal them with empathetically, then it is difficult to realize their needs. Then it involves the 3 steps. In the 3 steps, first one is the observe, then engage, then immerse. In the observe, notice what they think, feel, and need. Again, the thinking is different and feeling is different. In the thinking, what you are thinking about a particular thing. In the feeling, you can say that how you are going to feel about that. Feeling is related to your thinking is related to your IQ, whereas feeling is related to your EQ, intelligent quotient, and the emotional quotient. Then how users interact with their environment, in which way the users are going to interact with the environment. Depending upon the demographic factor, if you are going to mark, then generally the senior citizens are reacting to a particular thing in a different way. Small kids or school going students, they react a particular thing in a different way. Then capture the codes, behavior, and other nodes that reflect their experience. We can point out all those things in the observation. Next step is the engage. Learn how to ask the right question. If we are not able to ask the right question, then we have to know that what is the profile of the person. According to the profile of the person, we can ask the question. Then schedule the interview with that person. Then immerse. In immerse, find ways to get into the user's shoe. We are trying to get into the user's shoe here, and best way to understand the user's need. This is the best way. And tools to emphasize. Here, assume a beginner's mindset. If you are going to know, if you are going to observe anything with a fixed mindset, then we are going to receive the things from our angle only. Therefore, when we are going to observe anything or going to collect the information or try to understand their need, then assume a beginner's mindset in that case. Ask what, how, why, then ask the 5 whys to them, then conduct the interviews with empathy, then create journey map. First, I'm going to the assume a beginner's mindset. Think like an infant or a newborn child. The newborn do not take their own thoughts, process, or ideas, or values, or beliefs, etc. They learn what we teach them. Likewise, a design thinker should involve its own assumptions or belief while interacting with the user. He's not going to use those things here. Means the person is not going with the fixed stereotyping effect here. Then second step is the ask what, how, why. Here we can say that tools to help you better observe is coming here. Then especially goods for analyzing the photos or not. What you should do for a specific observation, divide the sentence into 3 parts. First thing is what, then how, then why. In what, write what you observe the user is doing without making the assumption. Don't assume anything. If you are going to suppose if you are going to a shopping place, then if you have to understand, if you are interested to understand the consumer behavior of the person, then in the what, write what you observe the user is doing without making the assumptions. If you are going to pre-assume the things are like to be like this or like that, then we are not going to get the proper response. Then in how understand what the user is doing here? Is it positive or negative? Does it require the effort or not? Here. Then why? Now you have to interpret or guess the motivations, emotions, make the assumptions that you have to test with users later or not. Those things means ask what, how, and why. Then ask the 5 whys. This tool is used to know the root cause of the problems here. Some of the useful rules are write down the problem and make sure that all people understand it. If we are going to use the technical and jargons, then may not they are able to understand those things. Distinguish the causes from the symptoms and pay attention to the logic of cause and effect relationship. Assess the process, not the people, not people centric, process centric. The approach should be. Never leave the human error, workers inattention, blame Mr. X, etc. as the root cause of the problem. Never blame anyone personally. Then when you form the answer of the question why, it should be happen from the customer's point of view only. Why? If you are going to ask the questions why again and again, then you are going to get the you are able to find out the root cause of the problem. Means are you knowing Franklin Roosevelt, former president of USA? When Franklin Roosevelt is getting the power, at that time in whole world there is the economical crisis are there, financial crisis are there. It is the time of the World War, and USA is also facing the economical crisis, financial crisis in those days. When he getting the power, he first asked the question in the Senate to the senators that why this type of economical crisis are there. Then they gives the answer that sir, because the inflation rate is increased, and due to that. Then why the inflation rate is increased? Because the marketplace is closed. Due to that. Why the marketplace is closed? Because the industries are closed. Due to that, the marketplace is closed. Because if the persons are not getting the job, then the purchasing power of the human beings are going to reduce. If the purchasing power is reduced, then they are not going to the marketplace to purchase more and more goods and product. If they are not going to the marketplace to purchase more goods and product, if there is a less transactions are there in the marketplace, then automatically the industries are going to be shut down. Recently, you can take the example of the lockdown case here. Then after asking 5 whys, Franklin Roosevelt is able to find out what is the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem is that the purchasing power of the citizens are decreased because they have no work at that time. Therefore, he started the concept that dig the well and close the well. And due to that, all the citizens of USA are going to do the work. They are going to dig the well and close the well. This work is never going to end, and they are earning the money due to that. And when they earn the money, they are going to the marketplace to purchase the new goods and products. When they are going to the marketplace to purchase the goods and products, automatically the industries are going to open. And when industries are open, employees are recruited in those industry. Means there is a economical cycle is there. If you are going to ask 5 whys, then it is easier to find out the root cause of the problem. Next one is conduct the interviews with empathy. Means while taking the interviews of the users or customers, it's more important to understand from a consumer perspective. Thus, few do's or don'ts may not be taken care of, which are: never say usually. People will not feel happy if their problem is generalized with someone else. One must understand them from their perspective only. Allow elaborate talk. Don't force the user to finish their plot precisely. When you are interacting with the student also, then you please allow for the elaborative talk. Then only we are able to find out where the problem is there. Then understand the body language and what kind of emotions is the user showing while speaking. Find out whether the user is angry or happy or sad or tense, etc. Understanding these emotions will help the design thinker to implement the steps successfully. Means the meaning of one word is different in if the person is possessing the different emotional state. Try to understand what that person is want, not try to understand that what that person is inform you. Only ask questions. Don't keep any expectation in the mind about what the user is going to say. And one must give the respondent all freedom to speak his mind. We should not influence his answer with our mind setup. Design thinkers usually then build empathy with the analogy. Here we can see that design thinkers usually interact with many users to create a perfect product as per the requirement of the consumers. While interaction, they may come to know about the some common situation faced by the users, which may be compared for drawing the common conclusion. Or sometimes the design thinker get the cues from the past experience, situations, environment to which he can relate the user's situation. This may be considered as the analogy thinking. Next step is the this is sixth step, create journey maps. Creating the journey maps means a visualization of the process that a person go through in order to accomplish a goal. It helps in identifying the customer's needs and pain points. It is helpful from that angle. Then example, understanding how the elder live with artistic take the medication. Means here most of the elderly persons of the world suffer from the rheumatism, etc., which makes them to go through the immense pain. They sustain on heavy medication. Sometimes the doctor has to inject serum between their bones. Most of the time elderly people forget to take the medicine, and eventually their pain increases and become unbearable. This is a common example nowadays. Through the design thinking, if we can emphasize with their pain and come up with a solution to this problem, then we will be spreading more smiles across the globe. Next is the define. In this step, we combine and analyze the research to draw the insights from the data that will help define our problem statement. And the most important thing is the resulting problem statement should be captured in the human-centered terms rather than focus on the business goal. If you are going to focus on the business goal, then we cannot able to define the problems clearly. Why? Because it exposes the new opportunities by looking at the things differently, guide innovations efforts, make sure we have to identify sometimes worth working on. Next is the tools to define. Here 3 tools are there: point of view, how might we, then why, how, ladder. First one is the point of view, POV. You express a POV by combining these 3 elements: user, need, and insight. What is the user point of view is there, then the need point of view, and insight point of view. And using the 3 things, one can make a problem statement here. Next is how might we define. In the given example, you can mark that we can see the challenges a mother in facing crying three annoying kids in an airport. What kind of solution we can give that the kids don't irritate others and can stay happy with their mother? On the basis of this thought, problem statement may be framed. This thing, this example. Then why, how, ladder. All might have seen a ladder. It is used to reach to place at height where our own body length can reach. You must have seen there are steps in the ladder on which we climb to reach the top, and again we use those steps to come down. In this tool, one tried to find the user needs by asking why and how questions. While climbing up the ladder, we will ask the why questions, and while getting down the ladder, we will ask how questions. This will give the idea of how to address the need. That is why, how, ladder. Next, the ideate. In this step, the designers are ready to start the generating ideas or varieties of possible solutions. You have understood your users and their needs in the emphasizing stage, and you have analyzed and synthesized your observation in the defense stage and have found a human-centered problem statement. With this solid background, you and your team members can start to think outside the box to identify new solution to the problem statement you have created, and you can start to look for the alternative ways of viewing the problem. This is called ideate. Why? To generate the maximum innovation potential in a short amount of time, incorporate the different perspective, build excitement. Then how to ideate. The advantages to ideate is that using the collaborative approach, we can bring out the team spirit, hidden talents of the team members. Creativity is fostered by this method. Unexplored areas can be touched, and studies or research on that. We can get dozens and dozens of solutions. Then tool to ideate. Two tools are there. One is the brainstorm and one is the brainlet. In the brainstorm, it is a group of creativity technique by which efforts are made to find a conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneously contributed by its member. That is the brainstorm. While in the brainlet, the participants write down their ideas on paper. They pass on their own piece of paper to another participant. The other participant elaborate on the first person idea, and so forth. It is going to continue. Another few minutes later, the individual participant will again pass their papers on to someone else, and so the process is going to continue. The process will takes 15 minutes time maybe, and ideas are discussed afterwards. In the example, design thinking is how better healthcare derived from the experience from the hotel and the airline industries. Today we see so much comforts has increased in the healthcare industries, starting from the infrastructure to the beds, equipments, attendants. The way the nurses cares has all improved. These were not present 1 or 2 decades ago. Such facilities in healthcare was available only for the VIPs and in some hospitals only. It is said that these changes are inspired by the hotel and the airlines industry. People feel comfortable when they have a comfortable seat or a bed, which is mostly taken care in the hotels and airlines industry, thus to comfort the patient healthcare industry industry also brought these transformations. Now, prototype. Prototype allows you to get the ideas into physical form to gain feedback from the people they are intended to serve. The goal is to start with a low fertility version of the intended solution and improve it over time based on feedback. The prototype should be a realistic representation of the solution that allows you to gain an understanding of what works and does not work. And it is always suggested that before you are going to commercially launch the product in the marketplace, it is good if you are going to develop a prototype with the MVP, minimum viable product. Next is the low fertility prototyping. It is a quick and easy way to translate high level design concept into tangible and testable artifacts. The first and most important role of the low-fi prototypes is to check and test the functionality rather than the visual appearance of the product. Low fertility prototypes are often paper-based and do not allow user interaction here. Where in the high features prototypes are computer-based, usually allows the realistic mouse, keypad, users interaction, and it takes you as a close as possible to a true representative of the user interface. Then test. We can say test is an extension of the empathy process. The prototype serves as a conversation starter to gain an even more in-depth understanding of the pain points someone experienced in the context of the problem being solved. We put the prototype in front of the people who might use it one day to get the feedback on whether or not it solves their problem or not from that angle. Then do's and don'ts while testing with the users. Let your user experience the prototype. So don't tell. Put your prototype in the user's hand or your users in the prototype and given only the basic context. They need to understand what to do. Have them talk through their experience. Use prompt. Tell me what you are thinking as you do this. Actively observe that thing. Don't immediately correct your users. If you are going to immediately correct the user, then user is going to feel the pressure. Then watch how they use your prototypes. Follow up with the questions. This often the most valuable part. Maybe from the participant, anyone is from the design thinking background? Okay. Then feedback capture matrix, a tool for testing. Here what it does means arrange thoughts and ideas into 4 categories for the easy assessment here. Help in real-time capture of the feedback on the presentation in prototype manner. Then in how, fill in the matrix as you give or receive the feedback. Here there are 4 quadrants are there. In the first quadrant, constructive criticisms are there. In the second quadrant, place the things one like or finds notable or not. In the third quadrant, question raised on that prototype. In the fourth quadrant, new ideas you can put here. In your classroom also, if you are taking the classes of design thinking, then you can apply this technique also. Means you can give some assignment to them, suppose to the common product, just like the laptop or smartphone or pen drive or headphone or LED, LCD, those type of product. For that type of product, if they are going to develop the prototype, the low features prototype and high features prototype. In the low features prototype, what are the things they are able to inculcate, and in the high features prototype, how they are going to inculcate the things. Then in this 4 quadrant, after they prepare, in the 4 quadrant, in the first quadrant, the constructive criticism from them. Then in the second quadrant, you can place the things. One likes or finds the notable. In the third quadrant, questions raised. And in the fourth, new ideas you can inculcate here. Means the top of the 3 takeaways is that design thinking is an approach to the problem solving and innovation. 5 modes of design thinking guide the design thinking process, and people first here. People is the most important person here. This is known as the design thinking process. Suppose if you are obviously all you are using the pen drive. If you are going to design think about the pen drive, then what are the things you are interested to add in that pen drive? Anyone?
It should be easy to carry.
Easy to carry. Okay, sir.
It should be easy to keep at some place.
Okay.
It should be easy to carry, and it should be easy to.
Yes.
There sometimes we lose it very fast. So some kind
Yes.
of thing, even if we left somewhere, it can give an idea that where it has been kept.
Yes. Means used to carry and tractable. Right.
Sir, I wish to add some speaker to it, small speaker.
My voice is not audible. Oh, speak up to pen
I
drive.
wish to add some small speaker to pen drive so that we can play the
Yes.
music immediately.
Yes, that's a
We
good
can
idea.
add some keychain to carry it easily.
Yes, right. Anyone else?
Sir, it should be sturdy and reliable because sometimes it gets dismantled.
Why not a data device?
Database. Okay.
Why not a data device like internet data device as well as pen drive?
Pen drive.
And some some attachment should be there with the laptop so that it can be placed in there at that place only. Sometimes we lose it.
Good idea.
And rather, I would not like to plug it into a system. I prefer to keep it next to a system. Automatically, it will fetch the data because USB port can get damaged after multiple use.
Yes, means Bluetooth type of.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah. Something Bluetooth that.
That's a nice idea.
Yes, means sensor is there. Then we can put the sensor for the tracking system, speaker, or the 2-in-1 pen drive and database. We can add all these things. Yes, right.
Sir, I would like to add pen in this.
Right.
Sir, pen can also be added in this.
Sir, it should be fully waterproof.
Waterproof. Okay. Yes, that's required. Right.
Sir, being teachers, pen can also be included in this.
Yes. Okay.
Wherever I go, I can carry pen as well as my pen drive.
Yes. Number of times it happens. Suppose we are working in our home in our laptop, and in the office suppose we are working on the desktop, and if we are working on a project for the same Word file, when we are doing the work in our home, we are doing the things in the desktop, then we save that thing, then copy in the pen drive, then in the office again we are copy paste, then modify the things, then copy paste. If it is automatically saved, auto save option is there.
Via Bluetooth connectivity, it can be done.
Yes. Right.
Bluetooth mode should be always on. So as soon as it is updated, it should be transferred to my pen drive.
Yes.
virtual drive, which I can access.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it could be. Yes, it could be.
It could be.
Okay. Neetu madam?
Yes, sir, the same problem comes every time. We have to search it and then we have to again put it. So
Okay,
connectivity should be
you are-
there with mobile or something like that.
Okay, Neetu madam, you are from which city?
From Varanasi.
Varanasi. Okay. In Varanasi, if you are going to start your own startup, then by using the design thinking concept, which product you are going to start there, which is not available nowadays, depending upon the cultural needs, geographical needs, and the market needs, how you are going to apply the design thinking case in that city.
Actually, if we look to our cities, we are a hub of Banarsi sarees and handlooms work. And I would like to make it come on the digital platform. So design thinking for these traditional artwork will be very helpful for us in that city, because handloom is going down, very much down. The creativity problems are also coming over there. So I would like to bring it on a digital platform. Design thinking will be very helpful for this platform. Collaborating with digital platforms also.
That's a good idea. Ranjan sir?
Yes, sir, madam.
Okay,
Dr.
okay.
Ranjan Balajan.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Madam, you are from which city?
Sir, I am from Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay.
Mumbai, Vivekananda Engineering College, Mumbai.
Okay, madam. And in case of Mumbai, for which product or for which idea or for which concept, design thinking can be applied on the product, also on the service, also on the concept. How you are going to apply the design thinking?
So right now I am thinking about for the online teaching, how online teaching can be made interactive so that maximum of the students can participate. Generally, what happens, out of 70 students, only 50 students attend. Other students tell, ma'am, network problem, network issue. I don't know whether it is there or not. Thing is that we have to make the class interactive so that all 72 students should attend my class. That is my objective right now, and I'm trying to apply design thinking in that concept. Because when I'm online, when I'm in the physical class, I make sure that each and every, that is all 72 students attend my class, and it happened in past. हमेशा से होता रहा, लेकिन अभी when I'm have on online platform, generally not all 72 students are able to attend. They are only 60, 65. Generally, this is the strength of the class. So I am finding, or I am trying to find what is the reason. But basically, it may be the network issue. But thing is that in Mumbai, maximum of the students are Mumbai. In Mumbai, basically, network issue is not the problem. So I am trying to find the reason, whether I can, what is the reason and how I can improve so that all the 72 students should attend the lecture on virtual platform. So how I can proceed, just I would like to know from you. Actually, I am thinking the assignment also. Assignment sir has given, Sudipto sir has given the assignment on the for the same concept. So that's why the reason is to attend the design thinking workshop.
Means your focus is on the blended learning and flipped classroom management.
Yeah.
Okay.
In basically, right now I am a teacher, and my concept is that I want to involve each and every student in my classroom. And since the virtual platform is there, some of the students really who are sincere, they attend. But some of the students, they do not attend. Bolte, okay, madam, ya jo bhi, whatever. I don't know the reason. So that's what I wanted to find. Ki all 72 students should be on my platform and they should attend. And whenever I am asking any question, they should be able to reply what I am teaching, which happens in my class, but not on the virtual platform. It is happening. So I am trying to find a solution so that this class can be made interactive and all 72 students of my class should attend. I'm teaching, sir, big data analytics in my class. So that is the thing. So that's the reason how I can go further.
Okay, just a minute.
Sir, you understand my problem? What is my problem?
Currently, I am also in VIT. I'm from Technology Management Department here. Currently, I am also coordinating another FDP, same AICTE Atal FDP on the blended learning and flipped classroom management. I am the coordinator of that program.
Okay.
The same duration is there from 14 to 18. It is started yesterday. The topic is blended learning and flipped classroom management, pedagogical implication in blended learning of teaching learning process and flipped classroom management. The same designing thinking concepts we are discussed on there. Yes, any other question you want to ask, please?
Sir, so that's what I'm asking you, sir. You told 5 different steps. First, we have to empathize. Empathy is the first. So I'm
Yes,
thinking from the student point of view, I'm going in that condition, and I'm thinking, yes, what the student's problem would be. So first thing, what I have observed that yes, network issue will be there. Because of that, they are not able to attend. That's okay. But in Mumbai, I think many of the places there is not a network issue. If they are at their native place, then I can understand. But what other problem would be that they are not able to attend? But I'm trying to find. I'm asking the student whether you are understanding. I'm trying to make the class interactive. In between, I'm asking the questions also. I'm involving many things in my lecture. But still, I'm not finding the full strength of the class. That why it is so. That's what I wanted to solve this problem using design thinking. So, sir, my request is please guide so that I can so that I can get all the students in my class.
Okay. Madam, first thing is that our 5 fingers are not same. Similarly, all the students in our classes are not same. For them,
sir.
we have yes.
Sir, I
Means
understand you think all fingers are not same. See, मैं यही बताना चाह रही हूँ कि when I am in the physical mode, means when I am in the classroom, at that time generally the students are in the college, they all come to my class and they attend the class. मतलब मेरा कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि बच्चे class miss करते हैं. It's like that. But now it is observed that students are not attending. So that's what I wanted to find why it is happening. What is the reason?
We can apply the means all the steps. There are 5 steps are there. We can apply these 5 steps in this case, madam. In this case, how we can
customer oriented. So our students are our customers, right? Now
yes,
next we have to be empathized.
Yes.
So empathize, and so I am putting myself under. I am putting myself as a student. If I am a student, I should attend the class. So just like I am attending your class, right? I am a student.
Yes.
So I am attending your class. So why students are not attending? That I am thinking. So, but I don't understand. See, I am attending. So why students are not attending that? I am putting myself as a student. तो मुझे इसका आंसर ही नहीं मिला.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Sir is actually interested in sharing some of his points. Let him actually give his points, give his inputs for all of us.
No, sir. Sir is asking that where you want to apply. Sir had asked this question.
Okay.
He is coming up with few points to share. Okay, we shall give him some space.
Okay, sir. Sir. Sorry.
No, ma'am. Suppose we are taking this example that in the physical mode, all the students are suppose in your class 70 and out of 75 students are attending your classes in the physical mode. But in the online mode, suppose if you are marking that there are only 30 students are attending or 40 students are attending, but not 65 students are attending. Then first step is the emphasize. Means you have to log in the emphasize. You have to put your feet in someone else means try to understand the concept of the student. Then define the things here. When you are going to define the things, don't assume the things. In the empathy, you must be able to relate the user's problem or should able to feel the issue what they are probably they are facing. In the case of the empathy. But in the case of the define, try to understand that where exactly the problem is there. Here, if you are going to the field with a fixed mindset that this may be the problem or that may be the problem, then maybe we are not able to find out the real cause of the problem. Maybe if you are in the time of the 1997-98 on that year, Sachin Tendulkar scores 8-9 centuries on that year. And all the commentators are saying that if Sachin Tendulkar is out in the 0 run or in the single digit, then the commentators are generally gives the comment that this is the wrong decision given by the umpire, or there is some problem in the bowler section, or side stream problem is there, or humidity or light is not good. Means they are able to find out the problems in everything, but they are not able to. And if they are not able to find out the problems, then finally they are saying that at last Tendulkar is a man, not a machine. Number of times we are trying to realize the problems of the student. We are trying to realize the problems of the student from our angle, not from their angle. Means maybe we are not able to go with the empty mindset. Now you are coming to this FDP. When you are attending any FDP or training program, in the training program or in the FDP, if we are going with the fixed mindset up, then it is really difficult to learn the things. If you are taking the example of the skill, examples of the students, then student learning ability is more as compared to a mature person. Maybe this is the reason behind that. In the defend, you have to identify what is the, try to defend the problem. Where is the problem is there? Then ideate. In defend, construct the point of view based on the user's need, not on our needs. In the ideate, brainstorm and come up with a creative solution. In ideate, there are two options are there. You can opt any one of the option in the ideate and try to understand that where is the problem is there by writing the paper or by any activities. Try to understand. If you are going to ask the question directly, then you never going to get the answer. For example, I am working as a consultant and taking the interview for a number of industries. If I am going to ask the, and I also work as a corporate trainer in the RIL group, retail sector of the RIL. In that, if in the interview process, if I ask the question that you are possessing the positive attitude or negative attitude, then no person in this world is going to say that I am possessing the positive attitude or negative attitude. Suppose if you ask the example, please construct a sentence by using the word snake. Anyone please answer this question? Ranjanwala madam, please form a sentence. Please form a sentence by using the word snake. S-N-A-K-E.
S-N-A-K-E. Snake.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Snack is okay. Snack. Snack is black. Snack is black.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir. A
yes,
snake was found in laboratory.
Okay. Now means I am asking this question. Form a sentence with yes, sir.
It controls pests in agriculture.
Okay. Yes. Means here you can say that if anyone is saying that snake is a dangerous animal or snake is harmful for the human beings, then those type of persons are possessing the negative attitude. Snake is dangerous or snake is harmful for the human being. If you are saying that I just saw a snake, snake is a reptile, then this type of sentence means the neutral attitude is there. If you are saying that we can prepare many useful medicines by the help of snake's poison, then this is negative, positive or neutral attitude.
It's a positive.
Obviously, yes, this is the positive attitude. Means previously we are giving the example that the glass is half filled. That is the positive attitude, and the glass is half empty, negative attitude. Nowadays we are seeing that the glass is completely filled, half filled by the help of the water and half filled by the help of the air. That is means here we are going to do the same thing. Then in the prototype, the minimum things required. you directly you are not going to form any rule regulation for your classroom. Means directly you are not going to launch the commercial product in the marketplace. Before you are going to launch the commercial product in the marketplace, it is always suggested that produce a minimum viable product, MVP. Means you can do something on the trial and error basis, then test that experiment that is working or not, then you can implement that thing permanently. If it is fail, suppose it is fail in the defense stage, then you can come to the emphasis stage. Suppose it is fail in the test stage, then you may come back to the prototype stage or maybe to the emphasis stage. Therefore, it is known as the iterative process. And design thinking, I already informed you that design thinking is applicable in the case of the product, services, and concept. In these, all these three things, design concept is applicable. For example, again, it is applicable for a new product or new service or new concept, or in the existing product. If you are trying to add any features in the terms of the cost optimization, in the terms of the technological upgradation, in the terms of the usability of the product, in the terms of the features of the product, then it is also applicable. But when you are applying, yes, madam.
So one question. The recent national education policy, like suppose even if we are restructuring the entire education system, is it an example of design thinking?
It is, we may say that it is a step towards that, but it is in the initial level only, madam. Till now it is in the first step.
Okay.
After how it is going to implement, we can say after that. Maybe after 2 years or 3 years, we are in the position to say.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, madam.
This is Malini. Sir, nowadays in India, e-commerce business is booming. And I want to ask you, if you are into e-commerce business, how do you empathize with your customer? Because you are not into direct contact with the customer, you cannot interview them. So how to empathize them and understand them to grow your business in e-commerce sector?
Madam, in e-commerce sector, if you are taking we have always tried to follow the successful leader. We have never tried to follow the failure leader. Here, if you are going to take in Amazon, Flipkart, these are the leading players in the e-commerce sector. Here, you are not able to get the chance directly going to suppose, madam, which toothpaste you are using?
Sir, Colgate.
Colgate, okay. For how many years you are using this paste?
Since my teeth are grown.
Okay. Suppose due to any reason, if you are not satisfied with the Colgate, then you are going to change the brand. Then when you are going to change the brand, are you going to inform Colgate by mail or by phone or by WhatsApp? You are going to inform Colgate company that you are not satisfied? No. Simply you are going to.
I don't think so.
Okay. Simply you are going to change the brand. Suppose if you are the decision maker of the Colgate, and if this thing is continuously happening in the marketplace, then how are you able to notice this thing or not? Now you are the decision maker of the Colgate company.
From the sales, I think the sales will drop, and that will give a sense that my products are not accepted by the customers. The sales will drop.
Okay. Yes. Means from the market research, from the facts and figure, from the data analytics, you are able to map this thing. Only from the sales drop, you are not in the position to map this thing. Only from the sales drop, madam, you are not in the position to map this thing. Suppose the sales of your competitor is decreased 50% and your sale is decreased 20%. that means you are in the good position as compared to your competitor. Are you getting my point, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Means not only from the sales, from the market research, from the business analytics, and the competitor strategy, the competitive strategy adopted by the competitor, and what are the competitive advantage we have over the competitor. In globe level, Amazon is a leading e-commerce company, whereas in India, Flipkart is a leading e-commerce company. But Flipkart is a leading e-commerce company in India, but in the lifetime of Flipkart, never earns the profit. Yes, next question, please. Any other question? Otherwise, we can wind up the session. I will share this with sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah.
Am I
Thank you,
audible,
sir.
sir? I want to ask something, sir.
Hello, am I audible, participants?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Praveen Padhi has